This is a dagger at the heart of the average American family in red states, in blue states, in cities, in suburbs, in rural areas. It is just outrageous.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what to root for with the Democratic Party. I don't know what their
Can't. You simply can't. If you have a brain, you can't root for the Democratic Party. Sorry, Democrats. Sorry. I just told the truth here.
identity is anymore. I don't know what they represent. I don't know what they want to accomplish. They have no leadership whatsoever.
Anna Kasparian is so sick and tired of the incompetence from the left. She can't stop calling them out, and I love covering it. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure you subscribe, like today's video, comment chunky yogurt for the algorithm, and let's watch Anna Kasparian live lashing out at stupid, insane, woke leftists. Here we go.
It's just malpractice that Democrats suck at this so bad that we're allowing Donald Trump and Stephen Miller to run roughshod on what our government looks like.
True. What's shocking about this story is that it's coming from CNN's Bakari Sellers, who loves to run interference to provide cover for the Democratic Party and their failed leadership. But nonetheless, some rare criticism of Democrats in regard to their response to the first week of the new Donald Trump presidency, especially regarding the spending freeze and hiring, or firing, I should say, of inspectors general. Now, I should note that after Trump's OMB put out a memo indicating that federal grants and loans would be halted for a temporary period of time, a federal judge has weighed in and blocked them from doing that. But nonetheless, let's play the entirety of Bakari Sellers' rant on CNN to give you some more context.
We were told that this was going to be a different Trump administration, that you weren't going to have the chaos that we saw in the first one. But here we are again, and you're talking about the devastating effects of this on SNAP recipients, WIC recipients, federal aid and grant recipients. But Democrats apparently have been caught flat-footed, Jake, and that's the most disappointing thing. I mean, the House Democrats have a meeting tomorrow over something that's urgent today, and then we rolled out Chuck Schumer. I mean, I think that when you have institutions and places that are affected, we need to go to our constituents quickly. Those voices need to be up. 15, 30-second ads talking about how this affects them. My daughter actually receives federal grant money to go to Howard University. Benedict College, right down the street, 95% of their $65 million budget is from federal grant and aid money. The uncertainty, old folk who can't get Meals on Wheels, we don't need to hear from Chuck Schumer. We need to hear from people who are actually affected. And it's just malpractice that Democrats suck at this so bad that we're allowing Donald Trump and Stephen Miller to run roughshod on what our government looks like.
So, look, I agree entirely with what Sellers said there, but just to give you a point of reference, he's referring to a press conference that Chuck Schumer and other Democratic senators held today in response to that Office of Management and Budget memo freezing federal grants and loans. So I want you to take a look at that so you get a sense of what Sellers is talking about.
Look, last night, President Trump plunged the country into chaos without a shred of warning. The Trump administration announced a halt to virtually all federal funds across the country. In an instant, Donald Trump has shut off billions, perhaps trillions of dollars that directly support states, cities, towns, schools, hospitals, small businesses, and most of all, American families. This is a dagger at the heart of the average American family in red states, in blue states, in cities, in suburbs, in rural areas.
How laughable is this? I mean, what an utter joke Chuck Schumer is. Do you remember when Chuck Schumer said that Donald Trump was trying to incite an erection at the Capitol? That's one of my all-time favorite moments in all of politics.
It is just outrageous.
What?
Outrageous, I say. Jesus, man.
So Sellers is correct. And look, this is the problem that I had during the election cycle, Cenk. And I think a lot of people misinterpreted where I was coming from. On one hand, you have the Democratic Party constantly fear-mongering about the threat that Donald Trump poses. He's a fascist. He's Hitler reincarnated. But their actions seem to prove otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't seem overly animated by it.
It's not just that they're not animated.
You know, I'm happy that they're calling out the Democratic Party's strategy with fear mongering, because they're constantly telling us, like she just said, that Trump is literally Hitler. Oh my gosh, he's orange Hitler. He's a fascist. I mean, who else is sick and tired of that? And then Chuck Schumer even just saying that there, like, threw the country under the bus in a whole whirlwind overnight. Come on, give me a break. Please stop with the fear-mongering tactics, because they aren't working. The American people are a little too smart to fall for that. Well, some of them at least. The ones that watch this channel are, of course.
Actions don't make it appear as though they actually believe that Trump is a threat.
You know, every once in a while I hear people tell me that, oh, no, there's some really dynamic new Democrats.
Right. Okay. Where
are they? So I don't care about your stupid seniority and your stupid etiquette in the Senate. You got to get Chuck Schumer off of TV. The guy's a mess. We're not winning with Chuck Schumer. Anyone who's got the reading glasses on their nose like this, and like that. No, brother, you got to go. And then I don't know who Amy Klobuchar was making out with on the side. Like, you're just a mess. No, they look like their heads came together. I'm just playing Amy.
She looks annoyed throughout the whole thing. Yeah.
No. Look, just everything needs to be new. You know who they should put in charge? Bernie. Guys, it's not about, we're not going to get anything passed. So establishment Democrats, don't catch feelings. I'm not going back to old wars, right? Just because Bernie would come out and be like, this is terrible. Look at what they're doing to real people. And they cut off cancer research. Why'd they cut off cancer research? To help a bunch of billionaires.
And that, my friends, is where you guys see that old socialist self creep up and rise again in Chunky Yogurt, because he still supports Bernie. So even though we see him and Anna moving to our side a little bit, they're still socialists, quite frankly. I mean, I don't know if Anna is going to agree with him here. I haven't seen this clip yet, but I hope she doesn't. Please. By the way, for the algorithm, make sure you comment Chunky Yogurt, his expiration date. It helps boost the video in the algorithm. And subscribe while you're at it.
Schumer doesn't have that passion because he loves the billionaires. So when he's talking about, oh, they're trying to help the billionaires, his heart's not really into it because that's kind of his job, right? So, okay, you don't want to go with Bernie. I don't know. Put in the guy that just got there, Ruben Gallego. He's at least a young, dynamic Democrat. He just won the seat in Arizona. He's an interesting guy. He's super smart. Maybe he makes a dynamic case. Oh, no, wait your turn. You'll get to the podium 40 years from now, after we're done with all the 80-year-old senators.
I don't know what to root for with the Democratic Party. I don't know what their...
Can't. You simply can't. If you have a brain, you can't root for the Democratic Party. Sorry, Democrats. Sorry. I just told the truth here.
Identity is anymore. I don't know what they represent. I don't know what they want to accomplish. They have no leadership whatsoever. Gretchen Whitmer recently had an interview where she was asked, who's the leader of the Democratic Party? And she admitted there is no leader. Ro Khanna came on our show, admitted there's no leader. It is a leaderless party without an identity. It's aimless, unstrategic. I don't.
Okay, can I just give a piece of advice to any of those?
And then Cenk kind of has to cut her off there because she's going a little too hard against the Democratic Party. Let her speak, Cenk. Come on. So sexist of you, kind of based. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, comment an orange heart. Helps boost the video in the algorithm. And let me know your thoughts on this. It's really cool to see Anna Kasparian continue to call out people on the left. And Chuck Schumer deserves it more than anyone. That clown, how is he still in Senate leadership? Who freaking knows? I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.